Death Wish Update. Brought to you by Death Wish Coffee. Wake the cup up!
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
It's the Incredible Jeff, and I am joined by, wait, I have your name right there, Sophia. Woohoo! Hope you guys
What's up, everybody?
Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. This is the Death Wish Update. If this is your first time joining, this is where we try to give you some insight on new products, new stuff happening at Death Wish, and also have some fun. We're going to do all of those things today.
Oh.
First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everybody tuning in, whether it's on Facebook, over on YouTube, or on Twitch. We're streaming on all of them. And, yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Working from home, being who we are, right? How you holding up, Sophia?
Ooh, Jeff. I was just telling Jeff that I busted my ankle trying to do a skateboarding move on Sunday, so I'm like extra stuck in place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I really can't move or go anywhere.
Well,
it's fine.
We are so thankful for all of you out there in internet land because you are the reason why we are able to work from home at all. You guys are still buying the coffee, buying the merchandise, doing all that amazing stuff. And if this is your first time, you probably don't know this. For being a fan of everything we do here, we're going to give you a secret discount code right here. Oh, my gosh.
Secret code unlocked. Discount of death.
That's right. It is the discount of death. And for being a fan of everything we do at Fueled by Deathcast, you guys get a special discount code in memory of the mother of content herself. It's use mother of content for 12% off your purchase at deathwishcoffee.com. And it's just in memory because Shannon's busy today. She's a busy girl. She's literally the mother of all of our content. So she's indisposed, but thankfully Sophia wanted to do this with me, and so I wasn't doing it alone. And I'm so thankful for that. Thank you so much. So discount of death, guys. Deathwishcoffee.com. Go on over, use that mother of content, all one word, for 12% off. Hello to everybody there. I love this new platform. I can add these to the broadcast like Mr. Throwback Thursday saying, what up, the Incredible Jeff? What up, Mr. Throwback Thursday? Happy Woo Wednesday to all of you Wu-Tang fans out there. So let's just get right into it real quick. We got a special guest coming in a little bit later, and I want to just mention real quick at the top here, we have some incredible stuff going on. First of all, I've got these photos to throw in here. We have 2 T-shirts that are still available. This one in gray, the Broke Not Busted T-shirt that the lovely Thomas Dragonetti, our awesome model, is modeling right there. And then also the black meme shirt, which I love. When this is all over, please continue to stay at least 6 feet away from me. And not only is that a great T-shirt, it was created by Sophia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Really feeling some type of way when that meme came and inspired me. So, yeah.
Yeah. And if you go on over right to deathwishcoffee.com/notbusted, you could pick up either version or pick up both, one of each. Why not? Because 100% of the profits of this is going to the local charities here right in our backyard, because we want to give back to our own community here because they're so great to us. And so 100% of these profits are going to the Chamber of Commerce and so many other places that are going to benefit out-of-work people and people who, are just really suffering from this pandemic. So you guys get to be the superheroes by going to deathwishcoffee.com/notbusted and buying these T-shirts. That's really awesome.
Get both.
Get both. Did you get both, or did you just get one?
I got both, but I need to get some more for other people, so I'll be in there.
I just got the Broke Not Busted one because I realized the other day that I have an incredibly too many black T-shirts.
Yeah,
just too many.
True.
So I was like, I need to just start saying no sometimes. So I just got the one, which still helps. But
yeah, that illustration is just so badass. Like, yeah. I fucking love it.
See, be like, over on Facebook, be like Angela. She bought one already. I just love being able to just sync these comments into there. I just think it's rad. So I also want to mention at the top here, in case you guys forgot, Mother's Day is Sunday because I forgot. In fact, I forgot that today was Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's May. Did you know it was May? I didn't know it was May. It's ridiculous. So on Mother's Day, we partnered with a company that we love. I got a photo of some of their products right here. Boom. Rad Soap makes a highly caffeinated exfoliant bar, also body cream and a bunch of other stuff. And they infuse it with Death Wish coffee, which is amazing. So if you want to go over right here to deathwishcoffee.com/Mother's Day, you can pick up a really awesome bundle that includes some of those Rad Soap products, some coffee, and your choice of a mug or a cold cup. Right? Am I right, Sophia?
Oh, yeah. And the highly caffeinated body cream, I just can't even wait to try that. I actually might get this for myself.
It's awesome.
And my mom, and then steal hers. You know what I mean?
It is awesome. And that is true. Just buy it for your mom and then steal it for yourself. I mean, why not?
Yep. Yep.
Another comment over here from Facebook. Ryan says, killer Breaking Bad hoodie, Sophia.
Oh, thank you much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to probably rewatch it because I've run out of things to watch.
Right. So also, I did want to mention at the top here. Oh, before we go on, I wanted to show you guys this. So we have been working with this really awesome company that is an award-winning video production company, basically. I mean, literally, they've won every award under the sun for it, and we're so lucky to work with them. And they produced a Mother's Day commercial for us. If you guys go on over to Death Wish Coffee on Facebook, we have the whole commercial on there. Share it to your wall. Share it so everybody can see it. But I'm going to play it for you right now. Really rad, right? So, as that commercial told you, strong moms need strong coffee. And whether it's your mom or your mom's mom or your friend's mom, whoever it is, they're going to need some strong coffee to keep being as awesome as they are. And that's but like I said, that video is available obviously on YouTube, but also on our Facebook page. Please share it. Let everybody see it. And, speaking of YouTube, look at this. Bob Kaplan over on Facebook said he just reviewed Death Wish Coffee on his YouTube video. I'm going to go check that out. I hope it's a good review. Better be a
Hell yeah,
review.
Bob.
No, I'm just kidding.
Only if it's a good review.
Nah.
So, Bob.
We love all the love, no matter what the love is. Finally, I want to mention, if you guys subscribe to The Scoop, every single Monday. That's our newsletter that comes out and tells you all sorts of awesome stuff. It also gives you a lot of our blogs, which every single month we do what we're releasing for that month. And I know everybody's been really excited about this. Dun, 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 dun. Look at these pins. Brand new collectible enamel pin set. That's a 3-pack. The Death Wish logo, the Skull Rockin' logo, and then our brand new Valhalla Java logo. And these you can only get on our website starting tomorrow, and you have to spend $50. If you spend $50, that will be included in your order. And I know a lot of you out there are wondering, if I'm a subscriber, does that count? Normally, when we do something called a freebie, those will come in your subscription. This isn't considered a freebie. This is a exclusive add-on to your purchase. So these will not be included in subscription orders. So if you want them, make sure you spend $50 on deathwishcoffee.com, and you'll get that in there. And it's really easy to do, especially with Mother's Day around the corner and our Broken Up Busted T-shirt. I mean, you're already there. You're getting gifts.
It's not hard to do.
You're getting gifts.
I just did it in my head. I just did it.
Yeah, you're getting gifts for moms.
Yeah.
You're getting gifts for yourself. Maybe throw in a pound of coffee, too, for your neighbor or the mailman or whatever, and boom, free pin set for you. Yeah. I got good ideas sometimes, Sophia. Sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
I also, So without further ado, I want to have some fun. Now that we're on this new platform where I can do all sorts of crazy things here, like have Sophia co-host with me from the comfort of our own homes on Skype. I want to bring in a friend, if I can. Let's see if I can. How do I do this? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this.
Jeff doing the thing.
And then we're going to do this. And we're
doing it.
We're going to hope this works.
Working?
I think it's working.
What's up?
Ha-ha!
Hey.
It's Ming Chen!
Hey. What's going on, everybody?
Can you hear us, Ming?
I mean,
I hear you.
All right.
You hear me?
Yes. All right. So, for anybody who's just tuning in to our little Wednesday Live, we got a special guest here. This is Ming Chen. You probably recognize him from AMC's Comic Book Men. Hi, Ming.
Hi. What's up, everybody? How are you guys today?
Very good. Ming, I don't think you have officially met our new social media manager, Sophia.
yeah.
Hello, Sophia.
Yeah. How's it going?
I'm doing great, Sophia. You've taken on a monumental job, and the Death Wish Coffee social media is strong. It is mighty, and it is one that I steal from often. So that means you're doing a great job.
Go for it. Steal away. And I love all of your Chemex videos. Thank you so much, man. You're a big fan. I love it.
Oh, of course. Look at what I just found, too. I just found my AeroPress.
Yes.
This will be getting a lot of love, too. Any coffee drinkers, this is an amazing way to make Death Wish coffee. Grind up your beans, throw it in here. This is the best way to make a single cup, in my opinion. Just my opinion. There are multiple ways to drink coffee. This science, chemistry,
Right?
technique, and these are very inexpensive too. Go find this thing, and especially during this quarantine, and you'll thank me later.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know, not only does Ming do everything under the sun when it comes to geek and nerd stuff, and you're constantly traveling, and not anymore, but I mean like with conventions and all that kind of stuff. You are my favorite, and I'm not ashamed to say this. You're my favorite podcaster in the world, and I hope Kevin Smith hears that because you're even more famous. You're even more of my favorite than him. But you have started, along with your partner in crime, Mike Zapsik, a shared universe podcast studio, and you guys are going strong. Tell our viewers a little bit about that.
Yeah, thank you for rocking the shirt. So if you, I used to be on a TV show called Comic Book Men. It was a TV show that took place inside of Kevin Smith's comic book shop. And if you ever watched the show, it dealt with people bringing in or buying vintage toys or old comics. But in between the scenes of people bringing in stuff, you would see us around a podcast table. You would see us telling Kevin what happened as if we were recording a podcast. And it was an idea that Kevin came up with. He was like, hey, let's make this more interesting. If you watch other reality shows like Pawn Stars or whatever, or 90 Day Fiancé or whatever, the big ones, they would cut to just a talking head going, hey, I have a copy of Hulk 181. I'm going to go see if I can sell it to these guys. Let's see what happens. Then you would see the transaction, and then you would cut back to the guy's head and be like, well, I wanted $1 million for this, and Walt said no, so I guess I'll take it elsewhere. And we always thought that was really boring. It's like, how can we spice this up a little bit? And it's like, let's do that around a podcast table instead. Let's tell people what happened, behind the scenes details through a podcast. So we kind of became, I love that because I'm pretty sure, almost 100% sure, we were the first TV show, the first anything really to depict podcasting in a major media format. You never saw that in a movie before. Mm-hmm. You never saw that on TV before. You never saw it anywhere before. So I thought that was cool. So we all became known on TV as podcasters. So a couple years ago, me and Mike Zapsik, one of the other cast members, we were sitting around and we were like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had like a space to like teach classes or, like a classroom or some kind of podcast classroom, or even just a space that we could call our own and podcast and like a studio. And a couple years ago we got off our butts and actually opened one up. And so we teach classes in there. We help people launch podcasts in there. And our hope is that people come in every week and record their podcasts there. And sort of as a total experiment, born out of something that we know is fun, but what other people think it's fun as we did. We were like, all right, we're a bunch of nerds who like to sit around complaining about how bad the Suicide Squad movie was, or how bad the Justice League movie was, or how good Avengers Endgame was. Will anybody else want to do this? And I'm sure both of you have gone to bars before, maybe visited a bar once or twice. And sat around with your friends with drinks and had some kind of either deep or inane conversation that you thought was deep, or just any conversation is like, why aren't we recording this? Why is it going out to the ether and being lost for all time? What if we recorded this? So that was kind of the whole philosophy behind the whole studio, and lo and behold, other people did find it fun. Other people were as enthusiastic as we are about it, and those are our customers. And we've been off and running until about 6 weeks ago, when we were lumped into the category of non-essential business, which I wanted to argue tooth and nail, but the government wasn't listening to it. So the core of our business was to actually get people in a studio filled with pop culture, like what you see behind Jeff here, and podcasts, and talk face to face and get together and interact in person, because nobody does that anymore. Right. And it was going great until we weren't legally allowed to do that anymore, and we were like, wow, what do we do now? But in the course of podcasting, as you know, sometimes your guests can't be there physically. They're located in another country or even in the same state, but they can't get down. And so you dial them in remotely via Skype or Zoom or whatever. And we've been doing that for years. So I was like, why don't we just move everyone online like we always have, and see if that will work. It won't be the same as face-to-face, but in this crazy world that we're living in, it's you take what you can get and you make it work. And that's what we did, and it's been working out pretty well. We've actually booked some new people who've never podcasted before. They all of a sudden find themselves with a lot of free time, and that podcast idea that they've always had, that, oh man, if I only had enough time to start it, well, here you go. You have all the time in the world now to start it. And I have to applaud people like you and other podcasters who found ways to keep continuing during all of this and want to keep going and want to keep their shows going. Not only is it good for us who create the content, it's even better for the people out there who consume it. Yeah. To hear that voice, they need to hear that people are still going, and I think that keeps them going as well.
Totally. And if you guys want to learn more about podcasting, you guys have so many awesome things on your website. You can go to Shared Universe. Is it at shareduniverse.com, right?
Yep, shareduniverse.com.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can start your own podcast. You can get, you can pick Mike and Ming's brain all about podcasting. And you guys are even pimping yourselves out as podcast guests. So if you have a podcast out there that you have, or if you know somebody with a podcast that's looking for guests, Ming and Mike are looking to be your guests. So
yeah, you can literally hop on the website and book me and Mike to be guests on your podcast. It's a very, very low price. It's to put in perspective, I believe it's the price of about 2 pounds of Death Wish coffee. It's somewhere around that neighborhood. Yeah. And you can book me and Mike to be on your podcast. Throughout the years, people have asked, hey, I have a podcast. Well, can you come on it? Can Mike come on it? Can you both come on it? And, when we had time, we would jump on and schedule something. But now we have more time. And we're like, hey, we'll charge something so we can keep the lights on over at the studio. But, what a great way to connect with other podcasters, meet other geeks. And, listen, I love Mike. He's a great co-host. Sometimes I want to talk to other people too. So sometimes I want to book guests. So it was cool. I'm trying to inspire other people to do this. What if you could book Kevin Smith to be on your podcast for
Good luck.
a couple bucks? What a cool thing that would be. Or you could get like Chris Pratt or Chris Evans to be on your podcast, or whoever you love. Yeah, I think one day I think that'll be a possibility where just any podcaster can go and book somebody they admire to be on their podcast. So I'm trying to start that up too.
That's so awesome. I want to throw it to our audience here. A bunch of chatter there. First of all, I do want to mention before you came on, Ming, we were talking about a brand new pin set that's coming out from Death Wish Coffee. It's an enamel pin set that'll be available starting tomorrow for any purchase over $50 or more. And I just wanted to be clear about that. I know some of you subscribers out there were saying that you were sad that it's not going to be included in your subscriptions. And this is just one of those higher-end products that we're not able to do as a freebie in that respect, and more of a purchase-based thing. So hopefully I was clear on that. And if you have any questions, please hit up hey@deathwishcoffee.com. I do have another question, though, specifically for you, Ming. This is from another podcaster out there, Mr. Throwback Thursday, the greatest hip-hop podcast that there is out there. He said, how does it feel to know that the Ming Chen Funko Pop is worth $120 and Walt is only worth $70?
It feels pretty good. If you go, Funko has an app. It's where you can track all the pops that you have bought.
Oh, wow.
And yes.
I got Kevin right here.
Kevin Smith's Secret Stash exclusive podcast. And within that app, it gives kind of like the stock market. It keeps track of the value, the average value of your pop figure. And we were fortunate enough to have Comic Book Men pop figures made of us about 3 years ago, which is crazy. So there's one for all five of us: Kevin, Walt, Mike, Brian, and me. If you look on the price tracker, mine's worth more than the other three Comic Book Men. Kevin's is worth more because he's Kevin Smith. Although Kevin's got like 17 or 18 different variants right now. So, and he's Kevin Smith, so he deserves all of them.
Yeah.
I just, I'd say, mine's worth 120, and it varies. I think Walt's like 70 or 80 or whatever. And it feels good. It feels good to, it feels good not only to be wanted. I'm glad it's not worth like $3 for, but it's good to be in the eyes of Funko Pop vinyl collectors. They feel mine is worth more than everybody else's. It feels really good. And of course I rub it in. Of course.
Of course you do.
Why wouldn't I didn't set the price. The market did.
Right.
I don't know the market.
People want their mini Mings.
That's right.
I'm telling you. Okay, so completely off topic because we're just going to have some fun here.
Amazing.
There's something that Sophia wanted to bring up, and I actually, Sophia, you can ask Ming what his thoughts are on this because it's something that's been bothering Sophia. This is a news topic. This is completely off of everything we've been talking about.
I'm scared to go outside, honestly. It's giving me a lot of anxiety. I can't stop thinking about it. But murder hornets.
Oh man. I see those murder hornets and then everything going on now, and just kind of everything crumbling. And I saw a thing on the internet, and it was like, did some kid find a copy of Jumanji and not finish the game? Because seriously, these are all Jumanji level punishments, if you will. So
I feel like April, it was April was like Jumanji, exactly, and we've unlocked level 4, and now the murder hornets are out, and they're like the size of your thumb. They're like this big, and you need like a whole hive of bees to kill one murder hornet. So it's freaking me out.
It's insane. They look like they're out of a comic book. They look out of a sci-fi movie. They don't even look real. And I'm deathly afraid of them. I don't like bees to begin with. I love honey. I just don't, because bees can hurt you. Bees can sting you when it hurts. I've been stung, and they can kill people who are allergic to them. And then they're like, well, what's worse than that? How do we? They look like they're like Terminator.
Yeah.
Bee. They look like they're created by Skynet, or like if Skynet were to create a bee, this is what it would look like. And it's crazy. They have and it's almost like aliens too. Like they have acid, like flesh eating venom or something like that. It's it's insane. I don't know. Can I put Deep Woods off on and they won't go around me? I don't think that works.
Right. Right?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I do want to say over on Facebook, one of our fans, Jody Durbin, said she does have Jumanji and she finished the last round, so it's not her fault.
Okay.
Thank you, Jody.
Okay. And if you roll doubles, you get to go again.
It's
so
true. It's true. It's true. Also, we said over on Facebook, Brian Jenkins said that maybe we should make a limited Murder Hornets coffee blend. I think I don't know if that's a great idea or a terrible idea.
That scares me.
I mean, murder, hornet, murder, death. I mean, yeah, it could go either way. It could go either way.
For anybody who hasn't heard this news story, what is scary about these things is that they are in America now. They originated in Japan. They are the size of your thumb. And they really go after honeybees. So that's the real scare of this, is that they could really start to kill honeybees. They do have a venom, and just to make you feel a little bit better, Sophia, they don't go after humans. That's not like their MO. It's not like a wasp. They don't. They won't really go after humans unless you provoke them. And then even after that, you could sustain a single sting from these things. It would make you sick. It would be like getting bit by a venomous snake. But it wouldn't kill you. You'd have to get stung a handful of times to die. If that makes you feel better.
It makes me feel a little bit better until the provoking part, because I feel like I do inadvertently provoke insects to come after me, so they just find me. But I'm terrified of all of those superstitions with insects and everything, like how we swallow 6 spiders a year in our sleep and we have no idea, all that crazy shit. It keeps me up all night, and it shouldn't, but here we are. What a time,
Right?
This really is like a bad Sci-Fi Channel movie. I mean, where is Ian Ziering and Tara Reid when you need them? It really is.
Oh,
It's ridiculous. I mean, can we just get a break here for a second?
Yeah.
Speaking of $1 million idea, they should. Everybody's creating content now, like with the three of us right now, from our homes. Putting content out into the world. I think that the producers, you mentioned Tara Reid, I think the producers of Sharknado should make a new Sharknado, but a quarantine edition Sharknado that is all shot this way, so everybody is dealing with being quarantined, but also mini Sharknadoes are appearing in your kitchen or whatever. I think it's a great idea.
I love that. It'd be like a quarantine, like Pulp Fiction or Go, all different timelines merging together. That's a great idea. I would definitely watch that.
I mean, it can't cost more than the last Sharknado cost.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, all you need is a Zoom or a Skype account and a couple of actors who aren't doing anything right now, and you're good.
Yeah. I don't know. Speaking of being in quarantine, Ming, something that we've been talking about, myself, Shannon, Sophia, everybody here at Deathwish, it's like what we've been doing on our off time, not working. If we're binging anything new, is there any shows that you've been rewatching or movies that you've been, discovering, stuff that's been keeping you sane, kind of thing?
Yeah. So I had never seen one single episode of The Office in its original run.
What?
And I know that's the reaction I get from everybody. I had.
I'm one of those.
I think back. I think it premiered early 2000s, and it was about then where I kind of gave up on all network sitcoms.
Yeah.
It was it was kind of the time where HBO and the cable networks were getting edgier sitcoms where they could swear and get a more funnier situation, like your Curb Your Enthusiasms. Or things like that. So I completely gave up on all network sitcoms, and I don't think I tuned into many of them after, say, like Seinfeld, and Cheers is probably my favorite sitcom of all time. Those are the ones Cheers. That's the one I consider the great. The bar that you have to surpass. So I never gave it a mention, and even when I saw all the hype about it and all I would see the memes and the quotes that I didn't get because I didn't watch the show. I didn't really pay much attention to it, and really right when this started, I'm scrolling through Netflix. It kind of comes up randomly. I was like, all right, I'll give this a shot. If it stinks, I'll just stop. But everyone seems to really like the show, and I got hooked pretty immediately. It looks like all three of us probably worked in an office, much like Dunder Mifflin. and then the characters are just so horrible that I love watching them. I love watching people who are worse human beings than I am.
Oh,
I
totally.
love laughing at other people's misery. But even in like Dwight is obviously a horrible human being, and so is Michael Scott. But I see qualities in both of them that I see in the guys I work with, Mike Zapsik, Brian Johnson, Walt Flanagan. They have qualities of all those people, like kind of combined into one. I definitely relate to all of that. So
Oh my god! Oh my
yeah,
god! AMC's Comic Book Men as the Office characters.
yeah, I would have loved to
You're Jim.
and even of course
You're Jim. I'm gonna say Walt. Either Walt or Brian would be Dwight. I think. Kevin's got to be Michael Scott.
yes.
Like,
less horrible and less racist, but way less horrible. But yes,
yes, but I mean, oh man, I wanted you guys. That's another $1 million idea. You guys redoing The Office.
yeah. What's weird is that Walt Flanagan, he hates everything. Like you really have to impress him for him to like something. Like he really likes only a handful of things, like comics and hockey and drawing, and that's about it. And Boston Market Chicken, that's about it. So I think a year ago I found out he really liked The Office. I was like, wow, I think that also encouraged me to watch it. I was like, wow, if Walt likes it, they must be onto something here. And I would have loved to have done an episode of Comic Book Men in The Office style for sure, with the talking to the camera, the breaking the fourth wall, the narration.
Oh God.
The eye rolls, like the looking at the camera and eye roll. I would have loved to have done an episode like that.
Honestly, looking back at the show, and for you guys who are fans, I've noticed a couple comments in the comments of people expressing their love for Comic Book Men and how the show sadly came to an end. But I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Ming, all episodes are available on Amazon right now, right?
They are. They're in Amazon Prime Video. So if you're getting your 2-day packages or getting your Death Wish cold brew via Amazon, definitely you get it for free. So there are 96 episodes that you get another one time. You can binge watch all of them. 96 fun episodes.
It would have been amazing now thinking back on the show of times when you guys could have broken the fourth wall and like actually talked to the camera. From good moments like when Peter Mayhew came to the shop and you guys got to all hang out with him and then get your thoughts on it, or terrible moments when like you had to get married. Like that would have been great to screw with that dynamic, I think.
I wonder if that's even possible. If I could take an existing episode and then just cut it in between with me talking to the camera, or all of us talking quickly to the camera, like The Office style.
I think you could. I definitely think you could.
It's something to try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, but I think in this day and age, after shows like that, and then there are a lot of copycat shows as well. People are used to that style now. So, yeah, I wonder. It wouldn't be a. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how. I don't think we look that different than some of the older episodes. This could work.
It could work.
I think it scared me.
We might all be privy to brand new Comic Book Men special features being born right here. I don't know.
Yeah, Comic Book Men remix. The Office. Yeah.
I love
Office
it.
edition.
I love it. Well, at the end here, before we sign off, Ming, I just want to address everything that we said in the beginning. For all of our fans out there watching, make sure you go on over to deathwishcoffee.com/notbusted. That's our charity T-shirts that we're releasing right now. 100% of those profits are going to local charities up here for people out of work, which is amazing. Our Mother's Day bundle is available right now, deathwishcoffee.com/Mother's Day. And, you can get awesome present for them. And then our pin set is coming out tomorrow for purchases of $50 or more. Also, I just want to mention here at the end a couple other fun things that we're doing at Death Wish Coffee. Over on Instagram, for the first time ever, I've never done this before. I'm going to go live on Instagram this Friday. And I think I have a flyer right here with Aaron Patrick, the bassist of All That Remains. Aaron and I are going to go live on the Death Wish Coffee Instagram page at 7 p.m. this Friday. He's going to answer your questions. We're going to shoot the shit about some music and stuff like that. And he's actually going to play some All That Remains songs live
That's-
on Instagram. So
Oh,
if you're a metal fan, I mean that seems like that might be a lot of fun. I don't know. And then tonight on Twitch, a brand new comedy series is premiering called The Insiders. And that's episode 2. There's episode. Let me see. There's episode 1. And this is a shot-at-home comedy series premiering on Twitch. We're going to be rehosting this on our Twitch stream, but you can go to Legion M Official on Twitch as well, legionm.tv. And you look at all these incredible people. Kate Micucci from DuckTales and every other awesome animated series you've ever loved. Drew Powell, Solomon Grundy from Gotham, Greg Grunberg from Star Wars. They're all involved with so many more people. That'll be episode 1 premiering tonight, and then episode 2 features all of those people and more, including Efren Ramirez, the star of Fear the Walking Dead. It's going to be great. It's literally a comedy series written, shot, and produced all from the actors' homes. It's going to be – this is the world we live in now. Content is just crazy and completely evolving.
I love it, and they're unlocking things and ideas that probably wouldn't have happened if all the craziness didn't go down. So I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, same. I love it a lot. Yeah, it's really cool to watch.
It's awesome. So
can't keep us down.
Can't keep us down. One final time, make sure you're going over to deathwishcoffee.com. Get your world's strongest coffee and some of our amazing merchandise. Don't forget to use that code Mother of Content for 12% off. And tune into everything we do here at Death Wish Coffee on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And make sure you follow A Shared Universe as well. Shared Universe Podcast Studio. Those guys, Ming and Mike, can teach you to make the best podcasts in the world. And you can do them right from their studios as soon as we all open back up as well. And thank you, Sophia, for co-riding and dying with me today. And Ming, thank you so much for calling in and having some fun with us.
Thank you, Ming.
And always and anytime.
Excellent.
Thank you. I love you guys. I love Death Wish Coffee.
Yes.
Ming, you're the best.
And we love Ming. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.